The elevator descends down, and you can see a huge city built into the stone of this mountain itself. Apartment buildings everywhere. The terrain up, down, left, right, all through the city. Winding streets. Thin corridors that give way to even larger streets that feed into the center of the town where there is hustle and bustle. You can see thousands of people here. It is a little overwhelming. It would be completely dark in here if not for the thousands of floating lanterns that fill the hundreds, thousands of feet worth of space in the sky of this town built in the mountain.
Does this, I don't know, I think this is where my mind goes. Does this town look like it was affected by the recent wars?
This town, in fact, has architectural structures that, if you look very closely throughout the city, seem to be built for resilience.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe. Like a hunker down situation rather than engage.
But as opposed to a place that is built squarely on safety, this place that would normally be kind of cold and oppressive is filled with a sense of warmth and community in this moment. This is Refuge. And as you descend on the elevator even further, it finally slams into the ground, and before you is a swath of people.
Hello! Does it echo?
Okay.
Does it echo?
Yes.
Echolocation.
Your scream right now just echoes a little bit throughout the streets. And there are maybe about 50 people that look behind you.
We made it! You're the ones that were on the drawing!
Everybody holds up a flyer and claps.
Can you imagine someone coming to an event and being like, it's just like the flyer? That's so funny.
Cass, like, which drawing?
I'm looking at the drawing, the poster of the hole. I'm looking at the one of my face, and then I nod. I'm like, oh, okay. And I tuck my wanted poster back in my pocket.
Are there substances in this world? Do they seem...
You see a couple
Asking for a
beavers
friend.
kind of puffing on
Well,
some
there's
pipes.
cigarettes, yeah.
They're token up.
Yeah, there are a couple of beavers who seem like they can hang.
Sorry, did you say we get? Did you say we get a token?
No.
We got one for something, for sleeping.
They are
Like-
just
Yeah, I know. I was.
Oh.
I see.
just a little joke. Yeah, you could see in this little entranceway, this area seems a little congested because a lot of people are throughout this kind of main street. It leads to the center of town where you saw that big group of people kind of gathered with all the lights emerging from it. But lining the streets, Cass, I think you first notice, a lot of them are filled with food stalls. Promises of snacks.
Heck yeah, hell yeah. I look over at Oreo and I say, hey, Oreo, look. And I point my tail. There's so many snacks. See, I told you there'd be snacks.
Yeah.
Don't want to?
What? You don't want snacks?
I'm never hungry.
I'm going to eat a snack if you want one.
Okay.
Or yeah, how about you explore with Cass?
Okay. I go to hold your hand, and then I'm like, oh.
And I kind of bristle up and I'm like, you can hold my tail if you want.
Okay.
And I'm like half slithering while trying to keep the back of my tail like up at the front of me.
I just start kind of running ahead.
And you're kind of dragging me and I'm like, oh, wait. And I'm just being dragged behind you.
This isn't at all like it, but I'm just thinking of the scene in Monsters, Inc. where Boo just starts thumping Sully's tail. You know what I'm talking about? She just keeps lifting it and like dropping it. I think I'm just kind of like...
I want to check out these floating lanterns. I don't know if I've seen one of those before.
It's easy to go and fly ahead if you'd want to try and do that.
I think so.
All right, you're going to check out the lanterns.
Give
Cass and
Pip
Oreo
some
running ahead.
alone time, perhaps to meet a charming stranger.
Who knows? And Pip, you kind of, in this moment, just kind of left to your own devices as everybody kind of runs off ahead. However, what you do see is what seems to be, even from back here, the start of a very long line leading to the center of town. The front of the line, it says Q starts here.
I think I end up in line without realizing that I do.
Yeah, you're just kind of
Like,
looking around.
I'm kind of out of it, actually. So I think I like wander into, and then I'm stopping. Like, I've stopped walking and I'm in the queue, and people move and I'm moving with the.
Where do you think Pip's head is at?
I'm thinking about finding. I think that the elevator ride down was not great for Pip. And I'm not fully present to do this right now, but Pip is thinking about finding childcare here. Like, Pip wants to keep an eye out for that.
Yeah. It's something you're kind of thinking about, but before you know it, it seems like you're kind of part of the flow of this crowd. Let's jump around. I think, Lala, you want to say something?
I do. So now that you've drawn attention to this line, as I'm flying up to check out these flying lanterns, can I see what people are queuing for?
Yes. You actually get a hint of it, not through sight, but through smell first. The most heavenly, divine, sweet scent, like the freshest baked croissant or the sweetest cinnamon roll. It graces your nostrils and you begin to salivate just at the smell. And you can see a huge queue around this one cart. At the helm of it seems to be a baker that is feverishly kneading dough, throwing bread in ovens and sprinkling cinnamon, and it seems to be a master at work. People are just kind of cheering and clapping as it's happening.
How far back is Pip in line?
Pip is a decent bit, but is moving forward.
I'll check back in when Pip's closer.
Yeah, you can see people doing the same at the front too, like kind of a few arguments kind of popping off, and some people pushing each other, and then some people are like, hey, calm down. It's the normal hubbub of the city.
Any pharmacy line at Walgreens?
Real. As you're flying, you can see in another part of this center of town, there are a lot of people coming together, making these lanterns from scratch. As you're floating around, you can see these lanterns gently floating. Something you notice about them as you're hovering around them, they all have some writing on them. It just looks like names.
I'm gonna check that out. That station. Is there a line for that?
No, it just seems to be a kind of dive bomb straight into the center of town, and you can see papers kind of flying everywhere as people step back a little bit.
Did you know I just came from a place where they built things with paper and then the wind took them into the air, and here fire takes them into the air? Do you think there's a place that water and rock are utilized as well in this nature?
A crowd stands completely silent as they watch you. There is a very sweet looking aardvark that kind of steps forward.
Sorry.
It seems to be an older woman, kind of dressed in all pink, very knitted wear, kind of steps forward and says, "Hello, sweetie. You seem to be new in town."
I am. I bet I could guess your favorite color.
Oh? It's black. But, I like experimenting.
Well, I am seeing people experiment with these lanterns with names, and I would love to know how to make one.
It's a very special time. You know about the Festival of Lights, or?
No. What's happening?
Oh, so much.
I can't hear the oof sound effect if it's being played.
There's nothing.
What am I missing?
Nothing.
Nothing. You're being funny.
Really?
Yeah, that was endearing and funny.
The fool in real life.
I was like, okay, so y'all have a different group chat without me. I was like, what's funny?
Yeah, did y'all see this meme Emma just sent about this? This is so fucking funny.
So funny.
I didn't.
That's crazy, because my playbook is like, do something accidentally funny. My bad.
It just comes so naturally. It just comes so naturally to some of us.
See, I don't need to read, is the thing.
The aardvark introduces herself. My name's Kaya, sweetie. What's yours?
Hi, Caius. I'm Lala.
Ah, Lala. Lala, welcome to Refuge. It seems you've come a long way.
Yeah. I came a long way, and I'm excited to make these lanterns. And, Caius, I really appreciate your help.
No worries. Well, it's the end of Devil Days, and, many years ago, a lot of the people in this town used to live under a mountain very similar to this, except not quite as big, and it was a little worse back then. But after a lot of hard work, we managed to make a home for ourselves in a place farther away, and we're kind of just celebrating that day today.
It's Caius, yeah?
You heard Caius? You heard Caius?
Right?
I don't think she's correcting you. It's Kaya.
What is it?
It was Kaya, I think. Yeah.
My bad. As Kaya is being very patient and kind and explaining like the history of this festival to a stranger, I'm maintaining eye contact, but my hands are slowly reaching for the materials of like trying to construct the lantern. And so I'm trying to maybe like build one as she's like explaining it to me, or I'm like, that's crazy. So did they build these lanterns at that other place, or?
You can grab them, sweetie.
How do I make it?
And she proceeds to show you how. You build kind of the flame mechanism first, and the kind of structure that goes around the paper. But before you get to the paper, she hands you a pen and says, "Well, I was telling you about that time a couple years ago, right?"
Yes, I totally remember.
Well, we celebrate today to remember the triumph over that bad time. And there were a lot of people, very brave people we want to honor, and people we have lost along the way. So if you have anybody special in your life that you've lost, you can feel free to write their names down.
Oh, something heavy that you honor with levity and lightness. I think I know what to do. And I'll write down Grud. And I'll hug it. And then I'll release it. Yeah. Really good friend. And I miss that friend. I wish he could see the lanterns.
And you watch it gently float into the sky alongside hundreds of others. Some don't even have names on them. Some have paintings from kids.
Shit, I didn't know I could do a painting. I mean, I'm sorry, Kaya.
You're all good. You're all good. You can make as many lanterns as you want, sweetie, but you are free to spend this day how you'd like. Just put it light. Cass, Oreo. Y'all getting into shenanigans?
I guess we're seeing snacks, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're looking for snacks.
I found them.
I like coil around because I think you've been dragging me from behind, and I like spin around to see what you're looking at.
What am I looking at?
There are snacks everywhere. I will say that. Like, and there's no payment, really. They're just giving snacks away.
Take me there.
Explaining a festival to an American, and you get the food, you get the cheeseburger without paying for it.
But yeah, food is being just freely given away.
What do they get out of this?
I guess we could ask. Is there someone at the stall?
Yeah, right now there's just kind of a chameleon going ham on some mushrooms, some shiitake, and just kind of cutting it up.
Oh, hello. I think we had a quick question for you.
What are your stacks?
How do you make money?
What? And he's like chopping things up and like oil.
How do you make money? Do you receive?
What's your snacks? What's your snacks?
What's
your snacks? Your snacks.
Snacks.
What's
Yeah,
your snacks?
Oh, we got snacks. You want snacks?
We want some snacks.
Yes, I
Yeah, we
want
got
your snacks.
You got rice, you got mushrooms, you got roasted mushrooms, you got cooked mushrooms, you got fried mushrooms, you got rice with mushrooms.
You said rice twice.
Did I? He flips a walkover and then hands it to just a crowd of people that run away with a plate.
It's like when you go to a restaurant and they have rice as a side and beans as a side, and then also rice and beans as a side.
You want beans?
No. Give me one of each, please.
All right.
Now.
Same here, please.
You are just.
Can I have 2
of each?
I have 3
of each.
Yes.
Oh my God!
I can't eat that much.
and there's people behind you that all groan, and but within a minute, you see this guy pulls up like 3 bowls of rice, 3 bowls of mushrooms, all the things that he said, and he just kind of hands a huge tray over to you. Yeah, just keep the tray, all right? Somebody will point out where to throw it away. You're all good.
I unhinge my jaw. As I gobble up all of the food for me.
Sorry.
Including the tray, and I swallow it.
The guy at the stand is like, yep, okay, all right. Not the worst thing.
That was kind of cool.
Hey.
Who's next? And it seems a bunch of people push you out of the way. Hey, all right. My turn, all right?
That's awesome. They'll just give it to us.
Yeah.
Let's go to all of them and just take a bunch we can.
Yes. This is a great idea.
I'm not even hungry.
Neither am I.
I'm regretting this.
I'm going to start just slithering over to the next
I am
stall
getting
and,
as many snacks as possible.
Incredible. We cut from y'all's snack montage to Pip. At this point, the smell kind of hits your nose, and it is new. It is very new to you. And you can see kind of the showmanship happening now that you're closer to the town center, and you get a very interesting show. Out in the front of this kind of display is, again, it looks like this very large cart with all these different ovens, different kitchen space, but it seems to be on wheels. And there is a sign on top, Sweetheart's Shrine. But it's hard to see the baker themselves. You just kind of see hands everywhere, powdered sugar, flour kind of flying in the air, and with each dust and sprinkle, the crowd cheers even more, and that sweet smell fills the air.
As soon as the smell hits me, I think that I put my cigarette out so I can smell better. How close am I to the front? And is there a selection? Do I have to pick what I get, or do you just get what you get?
It seems like a lot of people are here, and it seems like this is the most crowded it's been. There's nobody behind you, actually. You kind of seem to be the last person in line now that you take notice.
Are they about to close? Damn.
It seems part of the crowd is dispersing now around the cart, and you get the vibe that the night has gone long, but this cart might be closing soon. And you wandered into this line. Are you leaving?
I think I go up because it smells so good.
Mm.
And I'm sorry, are you closed? Or do you have any?
And the crowd kind of disperses in front of you after you've waited a bit of time, and you're greeted by a bright, smiling face.
Handsome?
Tori, you have to.
I want this for you.
Well, I'm not going to get through it. You're cheerleading.
You were like, a new smell hits you. I'm like, cologne?
As you enter kind of the front of the line, now that the crowd is really dispersed, the floating sugar in the air settles as you see a new face. There is a charming smile that breaks through the smoke, and you see a very portly pig with a huge stain on what looks like his apron, and he smiles at you with a big chef's hat on. Hey,
Hi.
Lovely to see your face. Welcome to Sweetheart's Shrine.
Are you the god of baking?
Huge belly laugh. Oh, no.
I'm sorry. I heard that the god of baking was here. Your wares smell fantastic.
Thank you. I would like to apologize in advance, actually. We're running a little low on supplies, but I have enough dough to make something special if you have a favorite food of some kind of favorite sweet.
I mean, Oreo, do you have a favorite that I would know of?
Oh, you're just asking me.
Not there. If I know about it, yeah. Like a favorite sweet.
Looks like you might just have to open up to someone.
I remember last session, Pip, you said that you don't have a favorite food.
I don't. That's why I'm like, fuck if I know. I think
Isaac sees that.
Yeah, in asking for what I want, and I'm like,
Look, I'm about to break down this place, but I could go shopping for some more if you have any friends that you've been waiting for, some more dough, or just let me know. Okay,
you don't have to go to all that trouble.
I'll make you something that you'll never forget. Okay? Trust me. And he turns around very quickly. I'm Isaac, by the way.
Pip.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. This is very kind of you. You don't... I was late.
No, I came here for one reason and one reason only. I'm here to do what I always do. So do you got a trade? What do you do, Pip?
I do not have a trade. I'm just traveling right now. I came with a few other travelers. We're making our way.
Oh. And he kind of, he's cleaning up a little bit, but he wipes his hand and just kind of reaches out for a handshake.
Yeah, I'll shake his hand.
And it's warm. They're very soft.
I'm a little shaky.
His hooves are soft?
I don't know.
These are anthropomorphic.
They're anthropomorphic.
Pig with hands!
How does it work, Anish? How does the pig have a bakery?
I don't know.
I was gonna say pig in apron with chef hat is a classic. You cannot go wrong with pig dressed as chef.
Yeah, we had one of those little statues of
ceramic
in my kitchen.
Yes.
Yeah. Everybody,
Absolutely.
those like spawned in kitchens naturally, I feel.
Yeah.
Oh, I think also, yeah. I think I'm trying to. I don't have a jacket. I'm trying to angle myself. I was going to put my jacket over it, but I think I'm just trying to angle myself so my knife is not visible.
Oh, okay, yeah. Gotcha.
As I do the handshake.
Why can't the pig have hooves? They'd be great.
Those are his hooves,
Hey,
you
You
bitch.
have a head cannon.
It would be
You
great
have a
for
head
kneading.
It doesn't matter.
be.
Hands,
then
skin
the
is
hoof-
soft. Skin,
You could make little hoof prints in the
the
dough.
skin
It'd be really
above
sweet.
the
Would look like
hooves could be
hearts. It would look like
soft.
hearts.
They look like little
cute.
And it's the
hearts.
sweetheart
That's very
shrine.
cute.
Now, come on.
Come on, Anish.
They make a good point.
And he's like,
Wow.
listen, you rushed me on the pregame setup.
Guys,
Now
I
you
don't
wanna-
know.
We're
Pick a
trying
point.
to
You
get
should
this
have
done
thought
in
more. You
1
should have thought
hour.
more.
It's okay. It's okay. Let's have fun.
So Isaac has hooves and he's kneading dough and he is talking.
Oops.
We were talking about what time, right? Or something. You were saying that you need some time.
Oh yeah, I mean, look, I just feel bad because I'm sure you're holding your place in mind for some other people too. Everybody all day's been doing it. I could see why. How much should I be trying to make for?
I'm here with three other people. I think they have been walking around grabbing snacks from other places too, but I'm sure they'd
Gotcha.
appreciate some.
Gotcha. Well, if you're willing to tag along, I might have to restock for my next trip. So
Yeah, I'm
Ooh.
happy to help. This is very
Great.
kind of you.
I appreciate it. And again, he's kind of working while kind of generally chatting.
Do you need hands on any? Like, can I clean something?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got strong hands. I mean, good for kneading dough, probably. I could use that.
Oh,
You know how to do
gosh.
that?
I can't say I've done it before, but I see you doing it, so.
Yeah, I'll teach you. As you kind of come around the cart, a lot of people are kind of passing the cart and thanking Isaac. Just all sorts of people from different walks of life, it seems. The most gnarled looking porcupine you've ever seen in your life, just with the most cheerful smile. And just the tiniest little mouse you've ever seen in your life wearing a beautiful little dress, and she
like
runs up
like a baby.
like a baby,
Okay.
and she's with her mom, and she is just waving at Isaac. And it seems that this person just attracts a lot of warmth to them. Yeah, come through the door right there.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, I do that.
And he's whistling. Oh, this is Sweetheart. And he opens the oven that he's currently working in, and the most heavenly scent fills your nostrils. Smell that?
Yep.
That's their magic.
Is that the god of baking?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. I was like, I knew it had to be around here somewhere.
Oh
my
yes.
gosh.
I've been telling everybody. But I mean, I owe my whole life to Sweetheart.
How long have you been doing this?
I mean, now almost 2 decades, it seems like.
Wow.
Yeah. I was lost. I was lost for a while when I was a younger kid. And he throws out a roll of dough behind you, and he kind of interjects just like this, just like this.
Okay, yeah, put me to work, and I'll do it.
Fujoshuing out right now.
My fault.
My fault.
And he's kind of showing you how to do it.
I think I'm very bad at it.
Oh, no, like this. And he kind of comes over your shoulder and kind of, he's very jovial, and I think a little bit clearly oblivious to his actions, but he kind of literally comes behind you, just kind of shows you with his arms how to knead the dough.
Okay.
Just like that.
Okay, I think I got it.
And then he walks away. Do you give any sign of being uncomfortable?
I think that anytime someone comes close to me, I tense up a little bit. So yeah, I tense up a little bit, but I'm also kneading the dough.
And he kind of, I think he's oblivious, but I think he's like, oh, stupid Isaac. Yeah.
I gotta learn. I gotta learn somehow.
No, I just gotta think with my words. I don't think I've had a sous chef in a while, but
I wouldn't call me that until the end of tonight, so you can see if I actually am up to snuff with it.
Can I bust in?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, after you had opened the oven and like let out that waft, perhaps it disseminated over the course of time, caught my nose.
Yeah. You want to stroll in?
Can I please? More like bust in, like.
Yeah. Go for it.
I sure would love to eat one of these.
Oh, Lala. Isaac, this is my friend Lala.
Lala, good to meet you. He cleans his hand again, puts out an arm for a handshake.
Well, I would usually shake your hand, but my arms are filled with things for my friends. So, Pip, I drew us. You have your sword, and I have my my little thing.
And I'm shaking my head. I'm shaking my head as soon as you say that I have my sword. I'm like, no.
I drew it on a lantern, and I also brought you an empty one. I didn't know this guy, so I drew you just super fast.
Oh, that's very kind of you, Lala.
Can I trade this for a food?
Trade? I mean, yeah, sure, I'll take what you got, but I mean, I'm giving it for free, so.
We're still making it though, Lala. It's not ready quite yet. Is it? I don't know.
No. We still got a little bit of work to do, but
okay.
On this little, I'm trying to get a read on you. Are you do you like sweet, chocolatey, savory?
This is to Lala, right?
This is to you, Pip.
To me?
Yeah.
Oh, look. I don't.
He looks to Lala. You're sweet.
Yes. And if it's gonna take a while, I might go find my other friends. I still have lanterns to give them.
Oh.
Please hurry up! I want to eat it.
All right. And if you see anybody else, let me know if they're looking for me, because I might have to stay a little bit longer.
Thank you, Chef Pig.
Hey, no problem.
Most of the food that I'm more of a eat what I can find versus I don't know what my palate is like, to be perfectly honest.
Isaac kind of stops for a little bit.
Why? Could you make me your favorite or something? And then
feed him some samples by hand.
Yeah, I think I can do that.
Stop.
Stop.
Let me mute myself.
Stop it. Yeah, I think I can do that. It's simple, but I mean,
I'm like an oatmeal guy.
Yeah, this is something similar.
Oh, okay.
And he grabs a couple of oats and some chocolate. Could you grab those strawberries over there?
Yes. And I grab them.
Yeah, I just cut them up into smaller dices, just like small as you can.
Okay, you have a knife that I can use?
Yeah, this one is really good for the small stuff, and he gives you the tiniest little knife.
Cool. I hold it very carefully.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to slowly cut the strawberries. And I think that I will use a token to offer someone the chance to connect with me on a personal level. And as I am holding it, I say sorry, I'm not very good at, do you want fine chop? How?
Yeah, fine as you can. It doesn't matter if they're uneven.
Okay. Yeah, this kind of delicate work, that's not my experience with a blade necessarily.
I think he kind of takes a moment to settle in. He's already put a couple things in the oven, and he kind of nods at you. Mm-hmm.
I think you heard my friend Lala talk about my sword. You asked me what my vocation was earlier. I don't do that anymore, but I used to. Well, this is the first time in a long time that I've held a blade for more than the second it takes to disarm somebody.
Got a lot of folks like you around here. And he points at a couple of banners just kind of hanging around Refuge of pink orchids. There's a group of people who were citizens under the king of the floating mountain. He was a cruel fellow, but these people a long time ago they got up in arms about it. There's a lot that happened then, and a lot of the people here, you can see it on their faces, they remember. So I don't think you're alone. But this festival, it's about making something better from those things, you know? It's sort of like if you put all the bad stuff as ingredients and then you chopped them up and then you made something good with it in an oven. You know, you bake the bad out of it, you know?
I do think that this is the best thing that I have ever done with a knife in my life.
Yeah.
I would say by a wide margin.
I'd say keep at it. And he kind of he looks like he's trying to help and say the right thing, but I think he settles into his normal mode. Just give me those strawberries and I'll show you something special.
It takes me a long time to cut them, so I might delay his.
I think he'll be talking to you while it happens. Never got into the wars myself. I was a bit scared of all that. There was a time where I was just wandering with no purpose, going around town to town, some vagrant. But I had somebody very important to me that passed away.
I'm sorry to hear it.
It happens. She was like family to me. My best memories with her were sitting around her table and eating. After years of just wandering around, no purpose, I went home and I looked through her stuff and I found this cookbook of all these different recipes that she used to make. And there was this one sweet that she used to make as when I was a kid. And I didn't know the first thing about baking. Not the first thing. So I grabbed the book. I grabbed everything that I needed. And I just prayed. I just prayed that it would come out right. that it smell as good as it did, that it tastes as sweet as she made it. I followed the recipe as best as I could. It was a bit awkward. I didn't know what I was doing. But after praying, and they showed up. He points towards the oven.
What was her name?
Lila.
Lila.
Yeah, sweetheart. Made themselves known to me then. And I didn't want to let them go. So every day since then, I have been baking something to offer to them. And whenever I bake something, they show up again, making themselves known. The sweetest smell I've ever had in my life. And the more I need, the more they make themselves known. 20 years of that. It's given me purpose.
It's a good way to honor someone. And I've strawberries already.
And he pulls some dough out of the oven. You can see he's working quickly, whipping some icing, and you can see almost in a flash of inspiration, he hands forward a cinnamon roll topped with a couple strawberries. These are Lila's rolls, just like she made them.
Oh, this means a lot. Thank you. And I take a bite, and I think involuntarily go like, holy shit, that is good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My fault.
A bunch of people look at you, and they kind of nod in agreement. Yeah. Oh, that's the highest of compliments. Thank you.
I gotta get my crew to try this.
Yeah, I'd be happy to bake some. But I mean, we only got a couple of fruit lying around. So
you need me to pick some up?
I mean, I don't want to bother you.
Go reach for the same one.
Yeah, you can
mute yourself. Mute yourself.
I wanted to give y'all the audience, you know.
Time out.
No, you're fine.
Take a
walk.
I think Isaac goes.
And take a trot.
Well, if you want, I don't want to bother you. You know, take up your time. I can. The
problem is that I've never been here before, so it might take me some time.
I'll be honest, neither have I.
So,
yeah.
I just assumed you were from here.
No, I'm from way far away. They just invited me.
Are you getting paid for this? You're bringing a lot to the table.
I am.
You're just happy to share.
I'm just happy to share. People keep bringing up this pay thing. I'm not quite sure. People just pay me in favors, sure, but I all I hope is I make somebody's day.
Okay, well, check that off the list. Let's go get you the ingredients you need.
Yep. All right, you're tagging along?
Yeah, I'll help, and we'll probably run into my people on the way.
Of course. Yeah, let's pick a direction, I guess. I guess is as good as mine.
Okay. Let's go this way.
All right.
After leaving the Sweethearts Bakery, I'd like to fly up to see if I can spot Oreo and Cass.
You jump up into the sky. You don't see Oreo and Cass. However, you do see throughout the streets a giant tower of food moving its way through the crowd.
I guess I'll head that way.
Y'all are gonna embarrass me in front of Isaac. The Leaning Tower of Pizza.
It's literally that. And Oreo impossibly is carrying all of this food because
Cass
Cass
does
not have hands.
Exactly.
And Cass, you are looking at this, and it is a precarious endeavor.
I'm not walking carefully at all either. I'm just kind of walking forward.
But Oreo, you have all this food, but something that hasn't crossed your mind. You're carrying all this, but you cannot eat it with your hands if you're carrying all of it. A thought you have as you enter the center of town, and the top of your food tower gently grazes the lanterns in the sky. And everybody in the town center is like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Food coming through.
Coming
Food coming through.
Coming through.
Please part way.
My snacks.
You see a couple of hamsters are looking on, and they're just like completely jaws dropped. You see a big elephant-looking man look extremely nervous and run up to you. Hey.
My snacks. Sorry, you can't have any. There's more over
No,
there.
I'm gonna need you to put that down. We can't.
They're free. You can get as many as you want.
No. I just need you to know that it's
you don't
falling
need
down.
mine. Ugh.
It's not falling down. It has it under control.
And the tower begins to fall down.
I'm gonna spend a token.
Oh no!
To hold up.
To have that not happen.
Provide a solution for an aspect of a material or immediate problem.
Please do.
I catch it all perfectly.
Yes.
In your mouth.
I'm gonna get in on this. So I am up top. I'm like making sure the lanterns are fine. I see Oreo catch the tower, and I'm gonna fly down. Listen, even if it's not falling, and even if it's just for you, you gotta be careful because the lanterns up there are really important, and I also brought you some. So can we just set the tower down for a second, and I can show you?
More stacks?
They're lanterns. They're like...
Oh, more... What?
Okay, I put the snacks on the ground.
It begins to fall, and a crowd of people come
I
together.
am going to spend a token, and I am going to use that token to provide a solution for an aspect of material or immediate problem, and I'm going to eat all of them.
Oh, how I need you to
Snakes
describe.
can
This
do
is
that.
getting a little note fall out right now.
Yeah, listen, snakes can do that, okay? This is known.
I just need you.
Her mouth just did that.
I'm gonna pretend and not describe this, but it is Looney Tunes logic.
Oh yeah.
The effortlessness in which you do this feat, and the crowd just kind of that was running to rush towards this tower of food all kind of look at you and take a step backward and take a step backward, just kind of giving you a wider berth. You see a couple kids kind of like take their ice cream cones and like put it away from your face. You're kind of in this moment. You're kind of a little outcast.
I try to curl up into a coil, but my body is so large that I literally cannot turn.
Yeah, you seem a little bloated. You feel potentially a little bloated at this point.
I know you might be thinking, well, how were you adjusting the lanterns if your hands were covered with lanterns? But what you fail to account is that I always have a stick and bindle with me. And my feet can also hold stuff too.
The never forgotten stick and bindle.
My bindle is stuffed with lanterns. And for Cass, I drew us going through the forest together. And then for Oreo, I drew us flying our kites. And then I also brought you each a blank one if you wanted to fill your own.
Aw.
Oh.
It's kind of like a snack, but for your heart.
What is it?
It's a lantern. So you write something down that's important to you or that you want to remember, and then you light it, and it goes up to the top with all the other ones.
And this is the kites?
Kinda. It's like a fire kite.
Well, no, the kites on here.
I drew them. That's us. It's a memory of ours that I really like. But I
Can I
brought
draw-
one. Yeah,
Can
I
I
brought
draw
one
that?
empty.
Can I draw that too? It was really fun.
Okay.
I draw the kites too. I draw the
Mine's
same
better.
thing.
Now.
Yeah.
Now, Lala, let's not. And I'm like flopping, kind of like hopping, like that seal. You know, the seal that's like hopping on dry land.
I love that seal.
And I'm like hopping over. I'm like, Lala, let's be nice, okay?
I'm going to draw a new picture of you filled with the food.
That's really good.
Thank you.
Do that. Please don't do that.
For why?
Yeah, pretty much that.
The other reason I came over here is because Pip found the God of Baking station, and it smells really good. So, Cass, if you can fit anything else in your gullet, we should go meet up with Pip.
I can probably eat one more thing, I think.
Okay, we can go nice and slow.
And I just start like flopping.
Oh.
We jump over to Pip, strolling down the winding little sideways streets of this town. You're walking with Isaac.
What fruit? We looking for strawberries? Is that a band? Is a band playing?
I think there's just music throughout the
they have
city.
music at the festival. That's nice. Are we looking for strawberries?
I'm mostly looking
or...
for dough, but we can just.
Oh, gotcha.
Ask for directions.
Flour.
Yeah.
What else? Okay.
Anything beautiful or sweet.
Okay.
And Isaac is just continuing to kind of walk ahead and whistle a cheerful tune, kind of waving at everybody along the way. What do you think this little outing with Isaac is like? What do y'all talk about?
I think it's mostly him talking and me it's all interesting stuff. But I feel like if I were to share anything from... I don't want to sully the vibe.
I think, yeah, he's happy to keep talking. And he is telling you, he's ranting about all sorts of different sweets. Oh, if you liked Lila's different sweets there. I'm thinking of a recipe that could incorporate maybe that with maybe your friends' interests. Tell me a little bit about them. And he's trying to coax you a little bit to talk about something you might like.
Well, I know that Oreo, one of its favorite things to eat is spider webs.
Oh, okay.
So maybe something sticky? I don't know.
I can work with that. I actually, I might have just the thing for them.
Really?
And he whispers in your ear a fun little idea.
That would work.
All right, okay.
Yeah, that would work. I don't think I heard it.
You kind of blank.
Yeah, I think I'm just like, yeah, that would work.
Oh,
for sure.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, she'd love that.
Just a little lost out in these streets.
We should probably ask someone, right?
Yeah, probably. And you kind of divert, but it's a very quaint little journey you're going on. He's talking to almost everybody who passes by, at least one little hello. It's hard to imagine somebody has this much energy, but he does. And I think after a while, y'all are coming back from your little trip with, groceries in hand. And you are a little lost at this point. And he's kind of looking around and I don't think there are any people around. We could just kind of yell if we want somebody. But I'm scared some people might be sleeping. Well, it seems that late. I mean, only the older folk might be home, at this hour.
Oh, it's that late.
Crowds are dispersing, so I mean, we could follow the lanterns in the sky, but they're kind of hard to see from these narrow places. And he's kind of looking up, and it's kind of these winding pathways that you found yourself on are pretty hard to see in terms of the sky. It's just kind of close together. But you do see an open window.
Open window house, so like into a house?
Yeah, it's seemingly into a house. And he kind of points over, kind of yell in, say, hey.
Oh, we could knock for sure.
Knock. That's probably nicer, yeah.
In case
a little bit more
asleep.
Respectful.
And I like tap very lightly on the side of the window, like not because the window's open, but like on
there's a window open and some shutters nearby, and you kind of knock the shutters, and they kind of swing a little bit open, and you see a telescope hanging nearby.
That is an interesting thing to have when you live inside a mountain.
And near the telescope is actually a bed. And in and out of consciousness, there is Kith there. They look much older than you. It is so quiet in this room. Besides this bed, the room is almost empty. One side of the room, however, something stands out to you, Pip. A pair of these scythes, like these sickles, a little rusted with age. Beyond that, besides the telescope and the bed, there is a dresser with a single pink orchid on it, kind of withering away. But you see, the Kith is this panther, faded with age. The fur is gray, but maybe perhaps once it was this dark blue, just shades of it. And again, in and out of consciousness, the Kith kind of looks through the looking glass of the telescope and sighs. Oh, I'm sorry,
What are you looking at with the telescope?
And they just kind of stay silent as they look at you. And Isaac looks at you. Oh, we don't mean to be a bother.
We're looking, we got turned around. My friend here, Isaac, he had a stand at the festival, and we're trying to get back to kind of the main drag.
A festival. Yes. The lights. I'm sorry. You are...
I'm Pip.
Yes. You fought with me.
What?
You fought with me. Yes, you were strong. There is absolutely no way you fought with this person.
Yeah.
It would be either a long forgotten memory
Yeah.
or this person seems to be kind of remembering some other time.
You were strong, too.
Look what that got me. And he kind of looks at the empty room.
You have an orchid?
He looks over at the flower. Yes. It meant everything to me.
Have you been to the festival?
Many times. I lit the first one.
Oh. Did you light one this year?
Silent.
I pull out the lantern that Lala gave me. I'm like, I don't know if you made it out there yet, but I'd hate for you to not have a chance to participate.
You can see there's just a huge smile when he sees the lantern. That's it. That's it. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, just down the road. Oh, we'd go down the road.
Down the road that way?
Take the stairs and we'd light it. Yes. But, I don't deserve to light it.
We fought side by side, you and me, remember?
Yes, we did.
So let's say maybe the two of us put together can earn one lantern.
You think so?
Doesn't hurt anybody.
He kind of weakly gets out of bed as best as he can.
And I'm helping him.
Yeah, and Isaac is as well. Do you light the lantern?
Yeah, and I think it doesn't. I don't know if I'm going to get any more information out of him as to what to put on the lantern, but I think I offer like a writing utensil to see, and if he doesn't take it, then I just light it.
I think he begins to scratchily draw. He draws a mountain floating in the sky, growing from it, And then all across the sky above it, these streaks of stars. Yes. I was there. The lantern lights and the sudden lucidity comes to him. You were there with me. Yes. You were there. You were there. When it was all scary and lost. We were just kids. But we looked up. We looked up that day. And there were stars. Streaming across the sky. What did you wish for?
Probably the same as you. That I wouldn't have to do that anymore.
Look what we got. We made this place. We got what we wished for.
And you're making the stars now.
It should happen tonight. It should happen tonight, yes.
What should happen tonight?
Go. Near the alchemist's shop. In the little crevice there on the right. You're small enough. Follow it, follow the light, follow the tunnel. Make a wish for me again.
Okay. I can do that. I promise.
He looks at you. Jeddah. Yes, yes. My name is Jeddah, yes.
Jeddah.
And floating in the sky above the town, mingled with all the other names of those that were lost, there's another lamp that floats with the same name. And on it is drawn a panther and a mouse holding hands. Thank you. I'll take what I can get. I'm very tired now.
You can rest.
Isaac pulls the covers on Jeddah before kind of tucking him in. You rest well now, all right? You sleep well. You got a lot to do tomorrow, okay? And he pats Jeddah on the shoulders. Seems like we got some directions.
Yeah. I don't know what we're gonna find.
An adventure, maybe.
I was worried it was a bomb for a bit.
Don't come to Wanderhome tomorrow.
It was like, it must happen tonight. I was like, what? When y'all first arrived and there was a bed, I was like, no, Isaac's being a dog. Where he's like, oh, we just stumbled upon my place.
Yeah, you're crazy. You got the brain worms.
I got the singular focus.
God.
All right.
Oh, man. What a fucking ho, man.
All right, Larkin.
Oh.
Beb.
Cheerio.
You find your way back to
I think
town?
those are my people.
Beb.
You take the road further down, and you take
I
the
think
stairs.
as soon as I leave the house, I think I say, "Do you mind if I smoke?"
I
kind of need one.
Yeah, I don't mind at all.
That was very stressful for me, and I'll be smoking my cigarette. I won't smoke in the bakery.
Hey, no worries. I get it. Oh, I think you stroll your way back into the city center.
Beb.
Lala,
Beb.
Lala, where are you?
Can you see the giant mass that is Cass with the
my.
Looney Tunes?
Hey.
I see you found the snack.
Like No Face from Spirited Away?
Dear Evans.
We found the snacks.
Oh, Lord.
I'm kind of hungry.
You didn't find the here, and I've saved a little bit of I've saved some of the cinnamon roll.
Oh,
Because I wanted
cinnamon roll.
I'm gonna go eat some.
It's fantastic.
It smells very good.
Do you want a bite? Are you okay?
I would love a bite.
Okay, I reach up.
I like my tongue like snatched. Like I eat it.
I also will take my nibble.
Isaac here is the the baker.
Yes.
This is
Pleased
delicious.
to make your acquaintance.
Hi, Chef Pig. I'm going to ask you.
I think Cass has some self-control issues.
Control yourself.
Oreo, you are funny.
I don't know what that means.
Self-control. There's no self-control on a holiday. Eat your fill, all right? I'll
Okay.
make plenty more, okay?
Okay.
But if I'm being honest, I'm kind of curious. What do you think Jetta meant by that?
I don't know. Yeah, and I fill them in on, it's like a tunnel outside it was the apothecary, and he told me to make a wish for him. I'm wondering if there's some.
Can we go? Can we go? Can we go?
I mean, I have to. I made a promise.
Secret tunnel.
Well, I'll put some of the stuff back, but if you'd like, I can come too.
You're welcome to. You.
Oh, good, because I really didn't want to impose, but I really want
Like
to see what's happening.
it's really interesting,
It's
right?
quite interesting,
It's
if
like,
I'm
what
being
is
honest.
that?
What's apothecary?
An apothecary is somebody who
No,
makes
apothecary.
apothecary.
What's apothecary?
Oh, so it's not a apothecary. It's
What is it?
an apothecary. It's one word.
Duh.
Did you know that, Lala?
Yeah.
Okay.
Apothecary is like my favorite.
What's an apothecary?
Yeah, Lala.
What's an apothecary?
Well,
What's
why
an
don't
apothecary?
you see
What's
for
a-
yourself when we
what's
go
an-
find the secret tunnel that I'm very excited about.
Okay.
You guys are a fun bunch.
Thank
we
you.
love to have fun.
I do want to see if CD wants a little crumb.
Yes.
It'll be interesting. It's like two gods communing a little.
Yeah, you can see the antennas moving, kind of taking in the pheromones, and there's just kind of this spark in the air as these two gods are communicating.
There you go. I'll leave it on the stick for you, CD, if you want it.
Devoured. Y'all ask around, and it's easy to find the apothecary. It's a little further near the edge of the town, kind of the opposite direction of where you came in, the elevator. And it's a bit of a walk, but I think you'll find it.
When you see it, you're going to freak out, Oreo.
And what is
It's
it?
okay if
You
you
know
don't
what it is,
know
Lala?
something.
Hold it
Lala,
about.
There's no shame in not knowing something. It means you get to learn
I know
something.
there's no shame in not knowing something, Oreo.
Okay, you got it. You got to tell me. Just a clue or something.
What's
You
are
do
we
not
talking
know
about?
what an
Are we
apothecary
talking
is?
about the anacothepicary?
I hop over to. No, that's my friend, the anaconda apothecary.
I
This
don't
is
know
just
too
a
many big
normal
words.
apothecary.
You can't go that.
You got time.
It's a potion seller. If
No,
you
when we
will.
came here, we came with a cloth over carry.
Yeah.
What?
That's true.
Yes,
A
an
cloth over
apothecary
carry,
is
that's
a
good, Lala.
potion seller,
very
potion
funny.
creator, if you will. But I hop over to Isaac and I whisper, just entertain. Lala doesn't always tell the truth, but she has the best intentions.
Are you lying right now? That's me asking Anish. Isaac believes you.
I wouldn't say I'm lying.
Oh, okay, sure.
Because I think that's accurate. Like, Lala has the best intentions,
Yeah,
but
fair
doesn't always like tell the truth.
Do we find it?
Yeah, is it? I try to follow the directions as best as I can.
Yeah, you can see there's a shop with some sage hanging from the windows, and nearby, almost like imperceptible, there is this kind of divot in the wall that could fit maybe one person at a time.
Okay, I'll go first.
Can it fit me?
Damn. We've been walking for a while. Maybe you like.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay. Cass, it might be a little hard.
You might need a token.
Which you do not have at the moment, by the way.
I have a token. Keep someone safe from the difficult or ease someone's pain, if only for a moment.
Maybe the apothecary has a medicine that will help with
like
your
a
tummy
shrinking
ache.
something. Yeah.
We gotta just go through this tunnel. We're locking in.
We could go with our favorite, provide an immediate solution if somebody has an idea.
I have a token.
I mean, I was gonna try to molt.
You don't.
Right.
Yeah, you can. So right now you actually don't have a token. So unless you want to get a token,
I don't.
I have a token, and one of the options
right
is ease someone's pain, if only for a moment. And I'm thinking if we just need to get you through the hole, if I can like,
yes.
I'm talking about like Play-Doh. Like, can we stretch you out so that your head gets through, and then like feed the lumps? I don't know. I'm brainstorming here.
We're helping Cass get through. I'm going through first in case it's something dangerous.
You know who we have? We have Isaac, who is an expert kneader, who can help knead the.
You know what? Yeah,
the dough that is Cass's loaf.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Isaac is like, I mean, that's what I do.
So we get to the tunnel. I'll go first in case it's dangerous.
I'll go second because I'm really excited.
Okay, Oreo, can you go in the middle?
I've already gone.
No way.
You look around and
I say
gone.
Oreo, and I'm in there. I'm running after. I say Oreo's gone, and I run into the tunnel.
Incredible.
Whee! I follow you.
Okay. And I like kind of slither my way, squeezing through as I go. The sides of my body scrape the sides of the tunnel, gradually peeling back my scales as I molt and lose a lot of the excess bulk.
I don't think that would do that.
That's not how molting works.
I think that would just be the outer skin. This is
Don't worry,
stuff you
Cat.
ate.
We'll just buff out those scratches.
It's Looney Tunes logic. Okay, I just go through and nothing happens.
Okay,
Well, the other thing you have to consider is Isaac is right behind her. So if you're scraping bits off, he's having a tunnel past it. That's what I'm saying.
With his hooves.
Not his hooves. Those are his hooves.
You bitch.
How far ahead of me is Oreo? Can I see her? Is it like past the like I'm afraid that it's gonna fall and like I'm worried.
I mean, Jetta's memory might not be like,
Yeah,
maybe there
this
used
could
to be
be
a ledge here.
dangerous.
Yeah. Paint the
I've been
picture for us.
consumed by the Tuttle spirits. I've been consumed by Turbo
I'm
Granny.
freaking out. I'm looking.
You're going through this tunnel and it eventually widens out. It was only one narrow portion, but after that, the tunnel kind of winds to and fro until you see outside and it's nighttime. And you are on the side of a mountain.
Oreo.
Oreo is running up ahead, up the path.
Oreo.
I point back at the hole in a mountain.
Can we hold hands?
Mountain with a hole in it.
Can you hold my hand, Oreo?
Hey.
Okay.
Oreo runs back.
Okay, you're gonna stay right by me.
I went through the hole.
I saw.
I think that was the mountain with the hole in it. I thought it was the other thing before, but that's the hole.
I'm gonna need you.
That's definitely a hole.
Oreo, and I get down onto your level. Can you look at me real quick? You can't run out here. You could fall. Remember how you felt in the hot air balloon? How you were afraid to fall?
No, I wasn't afraid.
Well, it's okay to be afraid.
I wasn't.
What I'm saying is, this is just as serious here. You could fall. You could hurt yourself.
We're not high up.
Aren't we?
You're very high up.
We're very high up.
You can see the clouds.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We're very high up, Oreo.
No depth perception?
At this point, everybody
height
kind of comes
perception?
out.
What's the sky look like?
It is a clear night.
Give it to me.
But you said we could see the clouds. Sorry.
Oh.
Well, that is because they are beneath you.
Yes. Okay. Kind of got me with that one, damn.
You can see that this path on the mountain kind of continues up
Let's go.
Okay.
I'm stretching my wings in the night air, slowly
Are you flying ahead?
I don't want to fly ahead because I heard you talk to Oreo about going slow, and so I don't want to like excite him too much. So I'm gonna just fly kind of behind y'all, but I am loving being in the open air. And we've got Cass and Isaac bringing up the rear.
I emerge from the tunnel, sleek and beautiful.
Exfoliated.
Yeah.
Exfoliated.
I feel so bad. I really left Isaac behind there.
I look back. Isaac, are you okay?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'll be honest right now. You look incredible. I don't know. There's something about this tunnel. I gotta scrape the sides more. I mean, I feel a little bloated right now. And he kind of slams to the side of the wall. Whoo! And he lets out a burp. All right, yeah. No.
Pigs do love like rubbing themselves up something.
Yeah,
so.
he kind of scratches his back. Ooh.
Mama Snake always told me when I was growing up that you just needed to rub yourself. No, sorry.
Hello.
you just needed.
Hey.
Sorry.
Hey, that's interesting.
Sorry.
A good
I'm gonna have to try that.
No.
Let me put y'all onto something.
We're leaving that in.
Sorry.
We're leaving it in.
No.
We are leaving. That is a clip that we will be using.
Mama Snake just told me, Cassie, you just need to, just shake it off, and you'll be better.
Oh, that's some pretty good advice. Gives it a little shake. All right. Okay. I already feel a little better. You followed this path, and Oreo, your hand is being held tightly as you make your way up onto a flat platform at the very top of this mountain. That not lit up by anything, no architecture, just a place. The sky is there above you, and you can see everything. Innumerable stars in the sky.
Are there any falling stars? I know I need to make a wish. I think I tell everybody, keep your eyes peeled for shooting stars.
You really can't see everything up here. I wonder if this is what the small gods feel like. Just being able to see everything at once.
Oh yeah, they got a certain perspective, them gods, but I don't know. I think we forget them because we aren't paying attention. I think it's something that's as big as this that kind of makes you feel like them, makes you empathize with them.
Do you think it's true if you make a wish and you tell someone it doesn't come true?
Oh yes, it's very true.
Why?
I believe it with my whole heart.
A joy shared is a joy doubled, and a sorrow shared is a sorrow halved.
But a wish shared will never come true. I think you can work towards your wish, and I think you can definitely keep it in your heart. But I mean, I'm not brave enough to share. Are you? I wouldn't. I'm not going to attempt that.
I bet you could share it with CD.
Yeah, but mine's a wish I know won't come true. So I guess it feels like it don't matter who I tell it to. So maybe I should think of a better one. Stars, hang on until I think of a better one!
Well, sometimes wishes do come true, even if you think they can. What's to say this one isn't different?
I don't think that's off the table. Somebody really close to me once told me that when she eventually kicked the bucket, that I'd only have to look up and find her. I don't know. I just think there's something about that. There's something about it that we don't know until we get there. So, and she was pretty wise, so I'm inclined to believe her. I think we're all part of the stars in a little way.
And I look extra hard up at the sky. Anything catch my eye?
You could get a token to watch a tiny moment of beauty and describe it to the table if you want to. Or bask in the grandeur of the world.
Yes, I'll do something of that effect. In hearing these words that your friend, before she kicked the bucket, mentioned that death is only a part of the journey, but doesn't completely erase somebody from your life. I think about Grud and seeing these stars, especially being on this tall, flat plateau. It's very much reminding me of the Mesa. I look over at Oreo specifically, who's kind of younger and my age and has that same exploratory feeling. And it reminds me of how I felt when I was with Grud. And that my friendship with Grud, even though he was a tunneling harvest mole and I was a cactuar, it's bad. It's a dark backstory. People thought we shouldn't be friends, and his family, my family, didn't want us to be friends. It taught me that anybody really can be a friend, and there's no reason why you should rule anybody out. And so he changed my life in that way. And looking up at the bigness of the stars, it does feel like the things Grud made me feel still exist and have grown, even though he's not here anymore physically.
You look up at this endless sky filled with lights, and you can't help but think about Refuge and those floating lanterns filling up the town with a brilliant light. And maybe, just maybe, every star in the sky has a name just for it. But you think of Crud, and
Are you bored? Mm-hmm. It's just my dead best friend. Don't worry about it. It's just that every star has a name, just like the lanterns. It's just that grandeur of the world, a small moment of beauty.
Sorry, I was looking at Discord and I forgot to mute.
Well, yeah.
cut it all out.
It's just my dead best friend.
It's my dead best friend. Ooh.
Oh,
Alright,
real cigarette.
Where are we at?
You're
Where are we at?
oh
Over
my
here.
god,
We were
you're
at
so funny. Today.
Seeing the
Sorry.
visuals of the stars and the visuals of the
My fault.
lanterns.
And
My
they each have a
fault.
name, and that was beautiful.
And it was really beautiful, actually. It was kind of the best.
It was
best
actually really
grandeur.
But you know
beautiful.
what?
The
It was
land.
really beautiful. I kind of wish I was watching TikTok when you said it, though.
I'm sorry.
It would have made it better, like a picture-in-picture Family Guy, a voice surfer.
Nothing.
My head hurts.
My heart hurts.
My abs hurt from laughing.
That's why my head hurts. The back of my head.
All right.
Ooh, lock in.
Am I the asshole? My family dropped my best friend on a cactus.
And I was so terrified I ran, and that's why I fell off the mesa.
Wait, no, we
And that's
didn't
when-
know that yet.
Nope.
And this is the reveal moment.
But it's
so we
getting
have to
boring, so
keep
let
it
me
in.
just...
I'm sorry.
Oh God.
I'm going to take 5 seconds to paint the picture for myself and reinvest. It's kind of like the stars remind me of the lanterns, and each of them have a name, and people look up at them and think of whoever it was they were spending a moment on when they see those shining lights up above them.
You were looking up at the sky when you see one move.
There it is, everyone!
All of you are a little breathless as you see one turn into two, and then, like nothing you have ever seen before, it happens. A stream of stars, infinitely bright, streaking across the sky. Maybe you've seen a shooting star when you were young. Maybe you caught a meteor. These are different. Like paintbrush strokes across the sky. Light fills the air. 1, 2, 3, and they keep going. And in this moment, all of you know that you can wish. So I want each of you to close your eyes and do so. And now, as you look up and the lights fill the sky, you can't help but notice that one meteor in particular grows closer, and a stream of light breaks off from it, falling towards you. From the light, you see a figure, its legs dancing effortlessly, its form graceful, elegant, spinning as it floats its way down towards you and outreaches its arm.
I'll take their hand.
I look down at my limbless body, and then I look back up.
How does everybody else react? Oreo?
Are you the wish?
Come on, let's go. Let's say hi.
Hi.
I actually think I'll go in for a hug.
You hug the figure and it fills you with a warmth that is familiar, Lala. It feels like home. As all of you kind of begin to approach it, you all float up. Float. Off the ground, yes.
How high up are we?
Just gracefully up, maybe a foot off the ground.
I'm holding Oreo's hand. I'm going to get a hand on Cass or Isaac, whoever's closest, to try to connect everybody.
I extend my tail to be held.
The figure begins to dance. And the meteors all converge into one central point as the dance continues, circling around with each spin in this beautiful ballroom dance in the sky. And briefly, I think you are all going to get a token. As a part of this, you all actually have just witnessed a major event
I'll say.
at the end of a season that can possibly happen. And because of that, you technically all get to level up.
Hey!
If you would like, you can spend a token to think about your wish. If so, let me know.
I closed my eyes and I was torn between wishing to find Oreo, a safe place, or wishing for Jeddah to get rest and peace. And I chose to wish for Jeddah to get peace. And to be able to rest.
In peace.
Yeah. And in that, there's an element of hoping it for myself as well. But the wish was spent on Jeddah.
Gotcha. Did anybody else spend a token?
Yeah, I think for my wish, I look at the wanted posters of myself that I carry with me. I don't want to reverse anything I did because I know that what I did was necessary to protect and help people, but I still feel the pain of hurting someone I used to really care about. Even in order to protect and save people, I feel that pain. And reflecting back on what we never learned the name of the turtle woman, reflecting back on what she said, I wish that I can move on.
Did anybody else have a wish?
I wish for more snacks.
Incredible.
But I think that like what that sort of stands for me is sort of like what?
That's sweet.
I think that like that's literally what I wished for, but I think that the feeling behind it was not wanting to have the feeling of wishing away the feeling of needing to take snacks and feeling the urge to continue to take snacks, to take as many snacks as possible, to grab onto whatever resources you can while you have the opportunity, because you know they're limited and you know they're going to go away. So a sort of wish for stability, a wish for a home that has consistency, something consistent.
I previously had been thinking about Grud, and in talking about it and being in this moment and witnessing this amazing event, I realized, oh my gosh, I haven't been this happy since then, and I wish we could continue traveling together and finding new things. And if not as the four of us, just that I could just continue seeing the world and doing the things he will never be able to do.
In this moment, you can tell that something is changing.
I would ask Oreo what I straight up ask, like, do you like it here? Is this someplace that you would like us to stay?
In the mountain with a hole in it?
In the mountain with a hole in it.
It's pretty cool.
We could stay.
What do you want?
You know, I've been traveling a lot of my life. I've seen things I've seen things I wish that I hadn't. I wouldn't mind finding a place where you can grow up and put down roots.
What about you?
Oh, I mean, I would stay with you.
Oh, um, yeah, okay.
Or do you want to keep traveling?
Yeah, okay.
You like it here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll check in with the rest of the group and say that
They got
Oreo
snacks
might...
here.
That's true.
I really loved that Windy City place. So I would revisit there and then take the air balloon back here to see you all the time, and take the air balloon lots of other places to get to see what else is out there and find the lanterns maybe that are connected to, like rocks and water and stuff.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe, do you like here better, or do you like the Windy City? Because Fang lives at the Windy City, and I'm sure he could get me work.
You're asking me?
No, I'm asking Oreo.
Oh.
I know you prefer the Windy City. I think that's... And Lala, you got a good head on your shoulders. You can take care of yourself.
I sure hope so. I wouldn't know where else it'd be.
I don't know. That's hard.
Well, how about we go visit again, and then we can walk around. We can see.
I like them both.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Cass? What are you thinking?
I think Cass is kind of like slithered over. Is the figure that came down, is it like dancing away, or is it gone at this point?
I think you all have just kind of been slowly circling around, but at this point, the lights above have faded. With each wish, it seemed to grow dimmer and dimmer and dimmer until the figure's kind of gently floating up above, kind of spinning and dancing, gently floating to and fro. It waves.
I kind of wave my tail at it, and I'm looking off, curled up in my big scarf, but I bring my hat back, and I look out at the great expanse, the world below this mountain, and I say, I've always been scared of heights, but there was one person I was able to fly around with, and she made it good, not so scary, and I haven't felt at peace with it until I met you all, even though it's still scary. I think I'd want to keep trying. And I look at everybody and I ask, do you trust me?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I trust you with the important stuff, Cass.
You're smart.
I slither back toward everyone. I like curl my long tail around everybody. So I'm wrapped around everybody. I bring them in close and hug the group really tight as some tears start to fall from my eyes. And I say, thank you. I'd want to stay if you will have me. And I take my long scarf off, give it to Oreo, and say, if you want something to play with, I don't think I need this anymore.
At this point, the glowing figure kind of begins to gently float up. And you all notice as it goes further and further into the distance that you're all pretty tired. It's been a long day. And Isaac says, most goodbyes aren't final. We can always see each other again if you'd like.
I would like.
And we don't know where our journeys will take us next. I fell in love with Refuge just a little bit. So we got some extra ingredients. I might stick around, and if any of y'all want to learn a couple recipes, I'm
Food.
willing to teach.
Will you make us breakfast in the morning?
Of course. Yeah.
Lila's cinnamon rolls.
Yes. And then I think I'm going to circle around a little like a dog and fall asleep right up here under the stars.
Well, I mean, good a place as any.
I'm not sleepy. I fall face first.
I catch you. I catch you.
Yeah, I also like swoop in, at the same time.
And briefly, all of you together take a rest. Even though the night is cold, huddled together, this group that has been traveling together for so long manages to make a warm home at the top of this mountain. Day comes and you are greeted by endless skies below. The start of this journey, a moth flew high in the sky, and by sheer coincidence brought you here. And that same moth flies gently above the mountain. The moth finds its way to a small town in Breeze, where a small bat is running around, screaming to anybody who will listen. And in the corner, a snake and a turtle gently whisper to each other, exchanging pleasantries, perhaps a secret, and well-deserved introduction. And the two of them take a hot air balloon up to a mountain that they've gone to before. They find their way inside, down a precarious elevator, and into a city filled with people. Jumping from rooftop to rooftop, a rambunctious kid is causing trouble. And right there behind it, to catch them as they fall, is a quick mouse, resolute, stern, and filled with love. All of them gather together in a small home that is filled with warmth and the scent of a sweet breakfast. The moth has seen many places across the Haith, many travelers trying to find their way home. Each one following the beat of their heart closer to a destination they do not yet know. This group, for now, has found a home. But who knows what adventure calls to them next. whether big or small. They know the traveler's song. It beats in their heart, and it goes as such. I trust the song, I trust the road, and I trust that someday I will arrive at a town and lay down in the grass and know that this is where I was meant to be. The road is a river that carries me home. And that's Wanderhome.